I have kind of just lost hope that anything but an action anime is going to win Anime of the Year for any anime awards.
Bro, I swear to God, it's Solo Leveling wins.
Solo Leveling.
Solo Leveling.
So let's address the elephant in the room. People are mad that Solo Leveling won Anime of the Year and many other awards, but it's honestly not surprising if you've been keeping up with Crunchyroll Anime Awards for a decent while now. And if you're a little curious to see just how bad it was, here we go. We got Solo Leveling once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7, 8, 9 times, I think. Kind of insane, right? For Solo Leveling to just completely sweep every single one of these awards. Now, part of this is because Crunchyroll wants to push their own anime that they have on their website, right? Because they don't actually care necessarily about which anime was the best at that time and what was actually the most critically acclaimed. They only care about what's the most popular and if they can shill it to their consumers, right? And if we compare what could have won, Dandadan, Delicious in Dungeon Meshi, fucking amazing show, Free Ren, Kaiju number 8, Kaiju number 8, I don't know if it really deserves to be in this category, but okay, fair enough. Solo Leveling, which was decent, and Apothecary Diaries, like, I'm sorry, but these 4 already are clearing Solo Leveling. And remember, you might think, well, Solo Leveling was pretty good. We had the Jeju Island arc, we had some really cool moments in the second season, really awesome fight sequences, and you know what, I would agree with you. I would say Solo Leveling Season 2, not bad. But this ain't Season 2. This is the first ass season. I don't think people even knew what they were fucking voting for when they... Because if you watch the first season, like, it was okay. It was good. Had some decent fight scenes. It was okay. Season 2 was when things really picked up. When things really got to cooking and people were like, okay, this shit is kind of fire. I feel like Free Ren blows the shit out of the water. And I'm not even the biggest Free Ren lover. I think Free Ren is good. I don't think it's the greatest thing ever created. But is it better than Solo Leveling Season 1? I would be offended if you asked me that question. I'm going to be completely honest, okay? This shit is not even comparable. It's not even in the same universe. Right? Apothecary Diaries? Are you fucking kidding me? This shit is way better. Dungeon Meshi? Oh my god, the world building in Dungeon Meshi is so good. And you're gonna compare it to Season 1 of Solo Leveling and tell me it's better? Nah, man. I just, like, there's such a clear bias in the way that Crunchyroll did the Anime Awards, and especially this year. The fact that they allowed people to vote multiple times, right? And I'm fine with what is the most popular anime, but what the fuck is the point of having an anime awards ceremony? Just call it a poll, right? This is what mangas do. They'll do like, oh, here's a character poll on who's the most popular character. That's what the fuck this is. This is not an award. This is a poll. You're just polling people on what was the most popular anime of that year, which is fine. You can do that. Don't call it a fucking award, though. Don't invite all these industry people and tell them, oh, yes, you made the best anime this year, over Free Ren, over Dungeon Meshi, over Dandadan, over Apothecary Diaries. Like, look, I'm not saying Solo Leveling is bad. I think Solo Leveling is great. I loved it, right? Like, I enjoy watching it. But to put it above Free Ren, Dungeon Meshi is kind of a crime against humanity. Not only that, but the amount of times it won is genuinely nuts. Now, I will say I'm glad Look Back won Best Film. We have Demon Slayer Hashira Training Arc. One of the worst arcs of Demon Slayer, by the way. IGN gave this a 3 out of 10, and that's the only time I'm going to agree with IGN on anime. Over Oshinoko Season 2? The best arc in the fucking series? Over One Piece? Right? They didn't put any critical thought into what was going to win here. It was not any like, oh, this is the industry people that are voting on this stuff and saying, yes, this was the best stuff that came out this year. No, this is just what was most popular. People know what Demon Slayer is. People are watching Demon Slayer right now, so they voted for it. Best new series is Solo Leveling. Again, over Dandadan, Free Ren, Apothecary Diaries, Kaiju. And again, why are these the same fucking Dude, why are they these same nominations? Can we get any new These are the exact same nominations as it is for Anime of the Year. Why do you have 2 different categories for these? And you thought there was going to be different winners for both the categories? Like, what the fuck is going on here? I don't know what upper management and Crunchyroll is thinking when they make these awards, but they need to think a little harder. Just a little harder. Best original anime going to Ninja Kamui, which is a crime. Like, Ninja Kamui, first few episodes is great. Like, I'm sorry, but Girls Band Crying Jellyfish, clear Ninja Kamui. I watched Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night, fucking amazing. But Ninja Kamui takes the win because Popularity is all that matters, guys. All that really matters is if people watched it. All that really matters is if people know about the name. And that's the big problem I have with the Crunchyroll Anime Awards is they have access to all the talent in the anime industry, right? They have access to invite them to the award show. Could they at least not, I don't know, maybe send them some of the nominations and say, hey, who do you think deserves to win? As an animator, as a director, as a character designer, as a sound designer for anime, how about you decide who did the best, right? I feel like that would be so much cooler. That would be so much more interesting. Then I would actually be like, oh, wow, this is what the industry thinks. Or maybe you even have 50-50 split. I don't know. You could have maybe the popular vote decides the nominations and then the industry decides, the actual winners or something like that. You can have them involved, but having multi-day voting and then like expecting any result other than Solo Leveling sweeping. Again, first season of Solo Leveling, not even the second season, not even the good season. Best animation going to Demon Slayer season 4. I mean, it had good, again, same fucking 6. Wait, is it the same 6? Dude, it is pissing me off. We had more anime than just this, guys. Like, what is going on? Best character design, Dandadan wins. Okay, finally, Dandadan gets a win. But again, same 6 motherfuckers. I've been seeing these same guys. Jesus Christ. Best director? Oh, thank God. Thank God he is actually goated. Free Run Beyond Journey's director. I believe he also did Bocchi the Rock, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, he did Bocchi the Rock. I think he's a new director. He did Sunny Boy as well. I've heard a lot of good things about Sunny Boy. He's a new director, and he's really making a splash on the industry. Very, very cool to see him win. I'm glad Free Run got something. They got something. One of the best new anime ever made. They got thrown a bone. But best new series? That's not Free Run. That's Solo Leveling, guys. Solo Leveling season 1, by the way. That's not Free Run. Best background art? Okay, Free Run 1. Okay. Best romance? Now, low-key, this has me pressed a bit. I think Dangers in My Heart season 2 was the better romance anime. Blue Box was decent, but like, does it compare to Dangers in My Heart season 2? I don't think so. Me personally. That's just me, though. Best comedy is Mashal. Over Dungeon Meshi, over Konosuba. How many of this is just people dancing to the opening on TikTok that like voted for this? You know what I mean? It feels like the people that are voting in these awards are people who don't actually watch a lot of anime. They just kind of watch whatever's popular and then voted every day of the week. And I want to clarify, like, no hate to people that just watch the most popular stuff. That's totally fair. But at the same time, if you're going to have an anime award ceremony that's celebrating the entire anime industry and the best stuff that came out this year, it should be a little diverse. I don't want to see the same face over and over again. Did Solo Leveling Season 1 have best action? Over Bleach 1000 Year Blood War? Over Dandadan? Over Windbreaker? Windbreaker actually pretty good action, I can't lie. Best Slice of Life? Okay, actually this is a good one. Dangers in My Heart, again, getting kind of cucked here, but too many losing heroines. I can't really complain about that. Okay, Best Isekai, ReZero winning, although, yeah, I think that's fair. I'm a little surprised that it won. I would have thought, like, Mushoku Tensei would have won that, but that's kind of cool to see. I'm a big fan of that. Solo Leveling winning Best Main Character. Mao Mao should have won this. Let's be honest. Mao Mao should have won this by a long shot. I don't know. It's interesting. But like, I don't know. It just feels like we're seeing the same people over and over again. And I'm sorry, Song Jin-woo, as much as I love him, well, mainly just Alex Lee's performance of him, like he's not even close to the best main character out of that list. Best supporting character is Fern. Okay, bet. Best anime song, Otonoke. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. That's cool. Alex Lee winning best voice VA performance for this is honestly fair. Like I do think he was very good as Song Jin-woo, and I think he made some good changes to some of the lines or whatever that got translated to make it fit better. So that's definitely deserved. And I feel like a lot of this could be fixed if they just included more of the industry in voting on this. Or you don't even have to necessarily have the industry, because I get that this is a more kind of Western focused anime awards, right? But like, come on. The anime fans that actually watch anime, that are actually using your platform, Crunchyroll, that is paying you, I feel like they want to see some variety. Not only just some variety, but like some actual people who watched all of the anime this year to vote on this stuff. I guarantee you, most people who voted Solo Leveling, they didn't watch Delicious in Dungeon. They didn't watch Apothecary Diaries. They probably didn't even watch Free Ren. You know what I mean? Like, you can't expect people that thought that they were voting for Solo Leveling Season 2 and voted in Solo Leveling Season 1 as Anime of the Year. Again, Season 1 is Anime of the Year to make, the smartest, most informed decisions on what was the best anime. I don't know. It feels like nobody takes anime seriously. The Oscars, they don't take anime seriously, except if it's Ghibli. Crunchyroll doesn't even take their own fucking anime seriously. I feel like they just use it as a big stunt to get some celebrities on and promote their streaming service. And again, this isn't necessarily just a problem with this Anime Awards. It's been happening for a while. Like we had Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, beating Bocchi the Rock, beating Vinland Saga Season 2 as Anime of the Year. It feels wrong. So understand how exactly this works, right? They have their own page for it. A panel of judges from the anime industry select the final nominee in each category. Then you, the fans, will join them in voting for the winners, who will be announced at the live show in Tokyo. So apparently, the judges, chose the same 6 fucking anime to appear in every category. Except, not really. Because according to, Quest for the Best, I think it's an anime podcast, I think Arcada, if you don't know Glass Reflections, he's been in, the anime YouTube space for a very long time. He was kind of talking about how they didn't necessarily tell you how to rank your nominations. They just told you, hey, give us nominations for this. And then they chose the most nominated thing as what should be represented there. And then fans voted on that. So basically, it's a popularity contest through and through, which is insane for an anime award show that is as high budget as this. I honestly think that some Joe Schmo on the side of the street who watches anime every now and then could give you a better list and better nominees and better winners for every category, because this just ain't it, okay? Like, this does not actually reflect people that watched all of the anime this year and genuinely enjoys the medium of animation and what they think is the best stuff that came out this year. Like, let's be completely honest. Solo Leveling winning 9 categories is genuinely insane. And to top it off, we're not even talking about season 2. We're talking about season 1. Like, that's what's so crazy to me, is that it's like they didn't even think. They didn't even stop to think that maybe having Solo Leveling in 9 different categories and having the same 6 anime in like 15 different categories wouldn't backfire, wouldn't be anything interesting. Because it's not like they've done this before, right? They've never done the Anime Awards before. It's like the first year, right? They didn't see what happened with Demon Slayer sweeping every single award. They didn't see what happened with JJK sweeping every single award. Like, guys, seriously, your community has been complaining to you about this for so many years. I swear this problem has existed for like, I don't know, at least 4 to 5 years at this point. But you know what? It makes sense because they're not very good at listening to community feedback given how they removed the comment section. And this just leads me to my ultimate point, which Crunchyroll fucking sucks as a company. Genuinely, some of the worst like corporate interests in anime are within Crunchyroll's, headquarters. I truly believe that some of the most evil motherfuckers are running that shit. Now, I'm not talking about, random employees at Crunchyroll. I'm sure some of them are great people that are passionate about anime and giving anime to people. But genuinely, I feel like the corporate overlords over there, they don't really give a shit about this at all. Crunchyroll is a mess. It's a fucking mess. And I don't really take their anime awards seriously because this shit just doesn't matter. If you want to know what the best anime of 2024 was, go check out Mal, I guess. I think My Anime List or Annie List is probably a better indicator of what was actually the best. Because, sites like those, they understand that it's not just about how popular an anime was, but how highly rated it is. They have people input a score, then they have an algorithm that uses the number of people who input a score with that average score value, right? And then they can determine rankings for an anime. According to that, Free Rent is one of the best anime of all time, which I agree with. I do think Free Rent is amazing, but I don't know. According to Crunchyroll, Solo Leveling was just the best shit ever made. It was God's gift to Earth. So I guess we gotta believe that.